hiking for 9 kilometers and just about 2 hours in total. And yeah, so I'm still doing this like on an empty stomach. Haven't eaten anything the whole day. I just had like my cup of coffee and some water, and that's it. And then when I finish my hike, so I think right now I have maybe, I think like 4 or 5 kilometers left or something. And I have like some snacks, some nuts and apples in the car when I'm finished. But yeah, otherwise, like, I haven't been thinking about food at all. I've been fine. I like doing this. I've done this before, but a lot shorter distances. And I just like being out here in the fresh air, in the mountains, in nature, and then just gives me like a broader outlook on life and things that might be going on. So yeah, I really enjoy it. There's a difference between internal motivation and external motivation. So external motivation is, I'm gonna do this thing to get this reward. So I'm gonna do this hike to have a piece of cake, you know? So that's an external motivator. External motivators are okay, they're fine to use, but they don't last. It's not sustainable when you have an external motivation. But in terms of internal motivation, there you can generate a lot of energy and a lot of momentum. So internal motivation is when you do something just to do it. Okay? You're not expecting any reward for doing it. So for example, this hike, I wanted to go on a hike. I went on a hike, and it's done. And what actually happens, because you're not expecting anything, what actually happens is you actually do start generating energy, start generating motivation. So there is something behind, like having an idea in your head and then making it a reality. I completed my hike and I got 12.5 kilometers in the end. So I'm super happy with that and glad I did it. It was an idea I had last week, and I was like, this would be quite challenging, like to do this on an empty stomach. And I was just like wondering if I could do it. When I woke up this morning, like I was like, it just popped into my head. Okay, come on, let's go do it. And then when I finally agreed, okay, I'm gonna do it. Then that fear came into me. I was like, man, I'm not sure I can do this, man. It's gonna be so long. But you just gotta you just gotta break it down. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's do it. Okay, first step, get in the car. Okay, fine. I'm in the car. Second step, start driving. Okay, I'm driving. I'm already going to the mountains. And then you just go to the next step, next step, next step. And then that way you don't think about the whole process of driving there, hiking up the mountains, because it gets too much if you think about it for too long. So just break it down and step by step, and then that way the whole thing isn't daunting. You're just focusing on the next step, and then that's how you complete goals.